Hello everyone, and welcome to Truong English Podcast. I'm very happy to have you here today. This podcast is designed to help you improve your English naturally through listening to clear, practical, and engaging English, whether you're learning English for school, work, travel, or personal growth. Take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy today's English listening practice. Now, let's get started. In today's episode, we'll explore the Unyielding Voyage. In this episode, you'll discover a journey shaped by perseverance, determination, and the courage to overcome unexpected challenges. As the journey unfolds, you'll explore how resilience and hope can help people move forward even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Listen carefully to the ideas, notice the new vocabulary and useful expressions, and enjoy the reading at a natural pace. Now, let's begin. The Unyielding Voyage. In the wild and untouched lands, a group of brave explorers began a journey that many would consider impossible. Their mission was full of dangers, each one seeming harder to overcome than the last. Still, their strong belief in their goal kept them moving forward. They were united by a shared dream of finding a lost civilization, mentioned only in ancient stories. As they traveled deeper into the unknown, the real dangers of their mission became clearer. The path was dangerous, filled with natural obstacles and traps that could end their lives. One of the explorers was a young man, full of energy and always joking around. To him, the journey felt like an exciting adventure, not the serious mission it really was. At first, his cheerful attitude brought laughter, but as the dangers grew, his carefree behavior annoyed the others, especially the leader. The leader was an experienced explorer who made careful decisions based on years of knowledge. The young man's playful attitude often clashed with the leader's cautious ways, creating tension in the group. As they moved deeper into the forest, the path became harder, with thick bushes and tall trees making it almost impossible to continue. The leader knew they couldn't rush and needed to plan every step carefully because one mistake could be their last. The arguments between the leader and the young man grew worse, making it harder for the group to stay united. The young man felt his ideas were not respected, and he started to lose confidence. Despite this, the group kept going, determined to succeed where others had failed. Their journey took a dangerous turn when they discovered an ancient ruin hidden in the jungle. It should have been a moment of victory, but instead, they realized they were not alone. News of their discovery spread quickly, attracting treasure hunters who wanted the riches for themselves. The group faced new dangers, as these rivals were willing to do anything to take the treasure. The leader understood that the treasure was not just valuable but also dangerous, and anyone who misused it would face disaster. Inside the ruins, they faced many traps, each more deadly than the highest. The young explorer, once so confident, now felt fear and doubt. The group's morale dropped as every step forward revealed new challenges. However, the leader refused to give up. He inspired the group to stay strong, reminding them that their goal was within reach if they worked together. Slowly, the young explorer began to change. He started to think more carefully, learning to trust the leader's wisdom and growing more mature. Still, the group could not escape the consequences of their earlier mistakes. The young explorer, though forgiven for his reckless actions, had to prove he had truly learned his lessons. As they moved forward, his comrades kept a close eye on him, ensuring he didn't repeat his mistakes. Finally, after weeks of struggle, they reached the heart of the ruins. There, in a hidden chamber untouched by time, they found the treasure they had been searching for. The sight filled them with happiness, and for a moment, they forgot their hardships. However, the leader remained cautious. He knew the treasure would attract attention and could cause more problems if not handled carefully. On their way home, they faced more challenges, from violent storms to encounters with wild animals. But by this time, the group had become stronger and more united. The young explorer, once carefree and irresponsible, now understood the importance of teamwork and responsibility. As they left the ruins, the group reflected on their journey. They had faced challenges that would have defeated others but emerged stronger. The young explorer realized that the true treasure was not the gold or jewels but the lessons they had learned and the bonds they had formed. With courage, wisdom, and unity, they had achieved the impossible. When they returned home, they were no longer just explorers but legends, remembered for their bravery and determination. Their journey became a reminder of the strength within them and the incredible things they could achieve together. That was our first reading for today. Now, let's move on to the second passage. As you listen, pay attention to the main ideas, useful vocabulary, and sentence structures. Let's continue. Our second reading today is titled, The Untold Story of Scientific Discovery. In this story, you'll explore the lesser-known journeys behind scientific discoveries, including the curiosity, persistence, unexpected challenges, and breakthroughs that have shaped our understanding of the world. As you listen, pay attention to the vocabulary, useful expressions, and the message behind the story. Now, let's begin our second reading. The Untold Story of Scientific Discovery. In the world of science, making big discoveries is rarely easy or simple. There are times when research seems to stop, with experiments failing and giving unexpected results. However, these moments of failure often lead to important breakthroughs and new knowledge. Take the story of Dr. Evelyn Hawthorne as an example. At first, her work on tiny particles was successful and seemed easy. But later, her experiments started failing, producing strange and confusing results. Many of her team members wanted to give up and move on, but Dr. Hawthorne stayed strong. She believed they were close to discovering something important. Under a lot of pressure, Dr. Hawthorne continued to work hard. She encouraged her team not to lose hope and started looking at their findings in a new way. During this time, they noticed a small but consistent signal in their failed experiments. At first, it seemed like a problem, but it turned out to be a clue. As they studied this small signal further, they found a hidden pattern in the data that everyone had missed before. This detail, although tiny, pointed to a new force in the world of quantum science. What had once seemed like a failure became an exciting new discovery. The team worked together, even joining forces with labs in other countries, to investigate further. There were arguments and stressful moments, but they didn't give up. Finally, they published their results, which shocked the scientific community. What had once been seen as a mistake was now celebrated as a groundbreaking discovery. The idea that many had dismissed turned out to hold valuable knowledge. Scientific progress is often thought of as a series of big successes, but these successes are built on years of hard work, repeated failures, and persistence. Behind every major discovery, there are untold stories of scientists questioning their ideas, revising their theories, and trying again and again. While the public sees the final results, they don't often see the effort and sacrifices that make these discoveries possible. This shows that scientific discovery is not only about being smart but also about being resilient. Science is also a team effort. Many discoveries come from the combined knowledge and hard work of many people. From early scientists to modern researchers, every step forward is based on the work of those who came before. This teamwork shows humanity's shared goal of learning and improving our understanding of the world. Many of the greatest discoveries in history faced doubt and rejection before being accepted. New ideas often challenge old beliefs, and it takes time for people to accept them. Scientists like Galileo and Darwin, as well as modern researchers, faced criticism but continued to seek the truth. Their stories show that progress takes courage, especially when new ideas go against traditional views. In the end, Dr. Hawthorne's accidental discovery, which started as a small problem in her experiments, led to a major breakthrough in understanding subatomic behavior. It reminds us that in science, failures can teach us lessons, strange results can lead to new knowledge, and even problems can guide us to new frontiers. Excellent! We've just finished our second reading. Now, let's move on to our final reading of today's episode. As you listen, pay attention to the main ideas, useful vocabulary, and sentence structures. Let's continue. Now it's time for our third reading, The Unseen Shifts of Borders, a Forgotten Tale of a Fading Kingdom. In this passage, you'll discover how shifting borders, political changes, and the gradual decline of a once powerful kingdom shaped the lives of the people who lived through this forgotten period of history. Listen carefully, pay attention to the key vocabulary and useful expressions, and enjoy today's reading. Let's begin. The Unseen Shifts of Borders, a Forgotten Tale of a Fading Kingdom. In the mountains and forests of Eastern Europe, there once existed a small kingdom called Witherspoon. Though it was not large, this kingdom left a lasting impact on the people who lived there. Witherspoon was home to many different cultures, as its borders often changed due to wars and agreements. It was a place where peace and conflict seemed to follow each other endless. The origin of the kingdom's name is a mystery. Some say it came from a wise woman named Witherspoon, who united the local tribes with her vision. Others believe it came from a system of trading coupons that helped different tribes live peacefully together. No one knows for sure, but the name symbolizes the kingdom's efforts to bring people together despite their differences. Peace in Witherspoon was not easy to maintain. The kingdom's borders were constantly changing, and the people often felt anxious about their future. Each new treaty or conflict brought hope or despair, separating families or bringing them back together, depending on the decisions of those in power. A major challenge came during a particularly harsh winter when food became scarce. The kingdom's leaders convinced the people that their neighbors were wealthy and that attacking them was the only solution. This led to a time of conflict, marked by pain and suffering, but also by stories of brave individuals who tried to stay true to their morals. One such person was Tala, a young warrior known for her intelligence and determination. Tala saw through the lies of the leaders and believed that peace could only be achieved through cooperation and understanding. She worked hard to stop her people from fighting with their neighbors, who were also struggling to survive. Tala faced many obstacles. Some leaders mocked her, while others pretended to support her but worked against her plans. Despite these challenges, Tala never gave up. She celebrated small successes, like stopping a fight or helping families reunite. However, she also faced moments of deep frustration. Once, during a meeting, she nearly lost her temper when no one listened to her ideas. Tala knew that the peace they had was fragile and that the constant changes in borders and cultures made long-term peace difficult. Tala carried a personal reminder of her mission. She had written the word serenity on her palm in the languages of every tribe she knew. This small symbol gave her strength, even when she felt hopeless about the future. The peace in Witherspoon remained unstable, and one day, a fight broke out in the market due to rumors of another border change. This showed how fragile the kingdom's peace was and reminded Tala of how much more work was needed. Eventually, Witherspoon disappeared, taken over by stronger neighbors. Its borders vanished, but its story is remembered as a lesson about the importance of unity and peace. Even today, Witherspoon reminds us to focus on building connections and staying strong in times of change, rather than allowing divisions to tear us apart. That brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed today's 3 English readings and learned some new vocabulary, useful expressions, and ideas along the way. Remember, improving your English takes time and consistent practice. Keep listening, keep learning, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Truong English Podcast, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day.